Alright, this is gonna be my first, like, YouTube video type thing for commenting on a game. Um, and as you can see today, I'll be just kind of saying what I think of Skyrim. Now, I get Game Informer and whatnot, and I read all that kind of stuff, and I watch videos on YouTube of, like, gameplay footage and whatnot, and all that kind of stuff, and I had Morrowind for the original Xbox. I had Oblivion for the 360. Plan on getting Skyrim probably for the computer though. I feel computer games, especially Bethesda computer games, have a lot more capabilities. Like I had Fallout 3 from Bethesda. I was going to get Oblivion for the computer, then decided to wait, probably get Skyrim for the computer. But I like a lot of the cool things that you can do with Skyrim. Like you're gonna be able to do all the different dual wielding, I guess you could say, of like spells or weapons and a shield and stuff like that. And I think that'll do an interesting twist on combat systems because personally I've never really seen that in a combat system except for I guess you could say like World of Warcraft and Guild Wars and those style games where you have your weapon attached at all time and you can activate spells. Um, but this will be a very interesting way of doing it. They'll have the like say you're melee with we'll just say you have a sword and you like to catch your enemies on fire. So you have melee sword in one hand and fireball in the other. Cast a little bit of fireball when you walk into a fight and slice them up and cast some more fireballs as you're slicing, and I think it'll be interesting. Um, I do like the scenery. It's the scenery. It looks similar to Oblivion, but it looks a little more beefier than Oblivion. If you know, like what I'm trying to say by that is, it looks like there's gonna be like better textures, maybe a little bit more, not necessarily realistic, but more, I guess realistic. I guess I can say realistic for that. A little bit more realistic of textures. Like a forest will actually look like a forest. It's not going to be like Oblivion where you had a tree every like 15, 20 feet. Um, so I think that'll be interesting. I hope they're going to have lots of downloadable content, and if they do decide for a sixth Elder Scrolls, I think that if they do wait just as long, I think everybody will be fine with that because, well, at least if Skyrim turns out well, I think everybody will be fine with it because if Skyrim is as good as it's supposed to be, then people are gonna be like, all right, I don't care if they spend what 6, 7 years, whatever it was, making this game. I don't care if they do that if it's gonna be just as good as like the difference between the previous and the new one, if it's gonna be just as good. Um, I guess that's what I have to say about Skyrim. Although I do like that new pause feature. It's kind of like a pause. You still can walk around when you're talking to a single person. All the other conversations would annoy me. Like in Oblivion, I let's just say talk to a guard, maybe trying to find something, and then this random person comes up and talks to the guard the guard that I'm talking to is standing next to, and it's like the most annoying conversation about nothing, and it's just like it's louder than your conversation. It's a little annoying. But I also like the fact that you're not confined to stand in one spot when you're talking to the person, because that would really annoy me. Because I'd be like standing there, and I'm like, I just want to walk away from the conversation half the time because it's stupid. And now I'll be able to do that. Um, yeah, I guess that's about it. Uh, Comment if you want to hear other stuff of my opinions on stuff like of different games. Um, if you want to hear more from my thoughts on Skyrim, like if you want to hear a specific thought about something, send me a comment or a message through YouTube or something. Um, yeah, that's about it. I do think it'll be a good game. I'll probably never resell it back to GameStop. Um, I don't think I'll get the collector's edition. I think what comes with it's pretty cool, but it's not worth it, in my opinion. Not to mention, I've spent some money on other stuff recently. Like, I sold my original Xbox, and I got the slim version with a lot of memory. I got a special edition of the consoles. It hasn't come out yet. Comes out on November 8th. So, see if you can figure out what special edition console that is. Post it in the comments below. I'll give you a hint. It has 320 gigabytes of memory space, so that's always fun. Did I say megabytes? I meant to say gigabytes if I said megabytes. Alright. Thanks for watching. Comment for different videos you want to see, or if you hated this video and it was the worst video ever. When I make videos from now on, if you can hear that phone ring, it's my uncle upstairs. He's at work, sort of. He works from home. If you want more videos, just comment. Again, if you thought the video sucked, comment. For games that I actually own, when I make videos of them in the future, of like comments and whatnot, I might play the game a little or walk around and show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's about it, I guess. Subscribe if you want to. Send the other subscribers that are subscribed to me a message saying unsubscribe to me if you don't want them to be subscribed to me because you don't like me or something. Alright.